who I am today, together with mommy and daddy. So wakuu lakini wakugi with peace because my uncle was such a peacemaker. Thank you. Um, I'm going to describe my dad as my dad, and then my dad as my boy, and then I'm going to incite some of you over here. So first of all, before my memory started working, but from the stories my mom used to tell me, I was born when my mom was just going to join first year, and my mom went to campus when I was 2 weeks old, and my dad was my mom and my dad. So I grew up so territorial that even I couldn't give my mom space on the bed because this was our bed, mine and my dad. And this stranger was coming to take up that space. Yeah. But that one, I was just being told, I can't remember. So my memory starts working when I'm 5 years old. And I remember he used to work in City Hall. And a few times he used to take me to work with him. And I was so excited to play with the landline. So ukichukua landline, it calls the watchman. So I used to get so excited when I could hear someone else on the other end picking the phone. And then I remember his first phone, or the first phone I can remember, was this Nokia that had snake game, when you're a snake. So yeah, he used to give me his phone, I used to play snake game. And those are the little memories I remember as a child, maybe for now. And then, yeah, growing up in high school, we moved, we started building in Seme, but I didn't like Seme, so I used to stay in Naivasha with my dad. So we used to stay with my dad and my brother Steve. Steve is my older brother. I am just the firstborn girl, but Steve is the firstborn. So we used to stay with Steve and my dad because both of us didn't like Seme. And my dad was a town clerk in Naivasha, so he used to come after work and cook for us. And then all we did was wash dishes. And then he used to have early mornings, so he used to make breakfast. So we used to find breakfast ready. And then hakuwa anajua, like he didn't know the prices for groceries. So we used to con him. So we used to con him. If skuma is 50, we lie it's 100. He gives us extra so that we find credit. We didn't have Wi-Fi then. So that's high school for me. And then university, when I joined, my dad used to come to my hostel, and then he used to ambush me. So if you have a boyfriend, you know you can be caught red-handed. So he used to come randomly, and then he used to call me, baby one, niko hapa chini, come, I see you. And then we used to catch up. And like any other African dad, he never used to tell me he loves me. He used to tell me, you know I care for you. You know I care for you, baby one. And then he drives me around, we catch up, and then he goes. So I used to have very random visits when I was in campus. Fast forward, when I started my internship at the State Department of Housing, I didn't like that job because with government, sometimes you go to work and just sit as an intern. People go to places, you think people are not coming to work as well. But he used to tell me, you just keep going. He even made my work easier, so he gave me the car so that I can drive to work, so that it's easier for me to go to work and actually enjoy working. So the only motivation was now it was not tough for me to go to work. So that's it. Him as my dad. And me seeing him walking around the house, just seated. I used to feel so nice, but I don't know if it's like our connection was spiritual. Because me and my dad never used to tell so many stories. Ati tunapiga story and laugh. But our energy, tukiwa in the same space, we were just excited. Even times when I had early mornings, he used to take me to work, literally, just to motivate me to keep going. So that's it. So my dad as my boy. So my dad, after struggling with his cases in siaya, he decided to just start studying. And he was doing his master's in JQuat. So he hadn't done research for quite some time, and he was not so good with computer. So I used to take him through, and he got so better with research. I taught him how to cite. I even taught him shortcuts like using ChatGPT. So he was using ChatGPT for his research to get sources, and even sometimes he'd ask it questions about life. And just recently he was telling me, baby one, right now I know so much. You have taught me so much. And me in my head, I didn't know he was getting things. Because anytime I'm around, because I was fast, I used to tell him, Daddy, me, I'm lazy, so this is the shortcut. So for him, when I was around, I used to do the shortcuts, and then when I'd leave him alone, he used to do the long cuts. So he really worked on that research, and when he submitted it, he texted me and sent me the last draft that didn't have plagiarism beyond 20. So when he sent me that report, I was so excited because he was going to present the next week. So after him sending me that report, he dies on the Friday. And on Monday, he dies on Monday. And that same Monday, because I have access to his email, he gets an email that his paper is ready for presentation. So it was just ready for presentation. And then now we were expecting that he would be graduating in 2025, December. And Dad and Rachel used to brag they are going to graduate together because Rachel just finished her coursework, but with JQuat, they usually graduate. You guys graduate in November or something, or December, yeah. So they were gonna have a graduation together, and we're really looking forward to that. So that's my daddy. I loved him so much, and he loved me so much. That's why my name is beautiful. My name is Baby One. And anyway, my name is Wendy. And my mom used to tell me that before I was born, he used to say, kama hata atakuwa msichana, we'll call him Brian. Akiwa kijana, you get, mtakuita Wendy. So he used to look forward to seeing me even before I was born. So my dad prepared a beautiful place for me on earth. And wherever he's going to prepare a beautiful place for me, even there, and you guys will envy me. Beyond that, I want to address the people of Seme. Yesterday, as we were bringing my dad, mulifanya maandamano. Hiyo maandamano ilikuwa mzuri, tena ilikuwa mbaya. It was bad because you guys have been silent for the last 3 weeks, and then mnataka kupeleka mwili police station siku tunaleta mwili. Mbona munge hata choma hiyo police station kwanza tuseme utemo. Oknu temo. Kama you guys mulikuwa mumejump sana, I wanted to hear police station imechoma, polisi ameshikwa na tumemuua, watu wameandamana, there is chaos. I believe in maandamano because I'm a Gen Z. And I was expecting you to andamana proper because I got out of the car and I was annoyed. Hamujui kuandamana. I am embarrassed and I am ashamed of you. Shame on you. Second, I want to address the leadership of this country. Those who are here, led by Dr. Agri and Dr. Anyang' Nyong'o, you have let me down. You have let me down because my dad used to reach out to you even before he could win these battles. My dad reached out to you. I'm also sad and disappointed because up to now, even us as a family are depending on hearsay on what could have killed my dad. The only thing that was done was condemnation, yawa. Yawa. And as you take this microphone to address the people, if you do not give us answers today on the progress of of the results of that killed my dad, then you have failed. Because baadaye hakuna. It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks, no answers. My dad was a beautiful boy. He was a handsome man. To this very day at 55 years, ameshinda watu wengi hapa. Nen woi majaber dawaluonge gani jaber kanyako. Sani jaber kanyako okuot torateng. I cannot recognize him. I cannot recognize him. I don't know if the dead also cry. But yesterday, I didn't sleep. We spent time with him. And tears were coming out of his eyes when I was talking to him. And blood was coming out of his nose because he was shot dead. He is bleeding. And I told him, today I'm not going to give a tribute. I am going to address everybody. I am disappointed. And the only consolation I can get is to understand the chain that led to his death. There is hearsay that he had enemies from Siaya. There is hearsay that was mistaken identity. And the chief was the one who was reporting it live and he wasn't there. He reported the same details with the police. Yawa. He reported the same information with the police. Chief, assistant chief, Nyingenga. Omoso. Look for somewhere to bury your face because I do not want to see you. Beyond that, hata nimesahau. But anyway, I am bitter because I used to hug my dad. Now I do not know who I will hug. And those who have fathers, keep hugging them. I hugged mine many times. Even the last hug I didn't know was the last. My dad was healthy. Hata shida ya meno hakuwa nayo. My dad was so alive and then he's so dead. So as I give out this microphone to the leadership, honestly, if you do not give us answers today, you have failed us. Kombewa musha to fail. Hiyo maandamano was bullshit. Amwezi andamana siku tunaleta maiti, hamwezi. You are cowards. You guys, sijui. Niko na a long line of names I can call you. Yes. So Dad, if ghosts exist, haunt them. If angels exist, and if the dead turn into angels, because this is my first experience attending a burial, mumenipea kazi ya kupanga hadi eulogy. Mi sijai tengeneza eulogy ever since I was born. I had to put together his achievements. I had to put together his pictures. I had to proofread